I said, this is the dude, man. I mean, this is really, this is before he took a single snap at A&M. I've been sold on him since he was here in the greater Houston area.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into TexAgs Rewind, presented by Specs, four-time National Retailer of the Year. Go get your drink on with our friends there at Specs. I'm here in the Rollo Insurance Studio on the road in Orlando, and here on the Rewind, we go around to talk to the people. Nick Savage, your favorite part of the show was?
Victor Rojas, man. He was money. Like you said, we definitely need to get him back on. But yeah, loved his call of the Grand Slam. And yeah, he was the highlight for me.
Yeah, you know, the thing that I really appreciated was how genuine he was about his love for College Station and Olsen Field coming in.
Could have been Kyle Field.
It being his first experience. And he went on and on about it. It wasn't like, yeah, it was great, man. I really had it, yada, yada, yada. It was like, I loved it. It was great. In fact, I texted Schloss that I want to come live there. Can you guys hook a brother up? That was my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
Thank you for your appreciation, Nick. Let's go to Carson Stein there. What was your favorite part, buddy?
My favorite part was probably having to be Tom Hart. I love every time Tom Hart comes on. I love y'all's Disney World, Disneyland banter that we got at the beginning.
The best part of Tom Hart talks, and there's some people but the best part about Tom Hart talks is like the chatter right before we get into the meat of the interview. We always have something random to talk about. He was great. I apologize to JB Moss because he's always great. So he should have been mentioned as one of the people. J-Lo, we had J-Lo on the show. John Lopez was on the show. That J-Lo was on the program. That and more is the Rewind. Do you think when the season's over, people will be talking about Connor the way maybe they talk about Quinn Ewers?
I think maybe 4 games in, they'll be doing that. I mean, if you recall when he was in high school, I was on your show.
Yep.
And I said, this is the dude, man. I mean, this is before he took a single snap at A&M. I've been sold on him since he was here in the greater Houston area. I've seen enough quarterbacks to know who has a lot of numbers and who is a dude. And he is. He absolutely has it. Just stay healthy, man. Wouldn't it be nice for the Aggies to have a quarterback that plays all the games? I mean, that would be really, really fun. And who knows what would have happened last year?
And Kent, answer the call as the next man up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, man, that moment for him, I was fortunate enough to have some very special moments in my career at A&M, specifically against Florida in the SEC championship game when we were able to win the SEC title. And that was amazing. And I certainly will never forget that for the rest of my life and still remember the feeling. But that feeling probably doesn't compare to what Caden was able to experience. I mean, the unbelievable 12th man atmosphere and a huge spot in the season and in a moment that sent his team to Omaha. I think by all accounts, the kid absolutely deserves it. I know he's a hard worker. He's got some grit to him, and just so happy for him. And he's going to be a pivotal role moving forward. That's for sure.
And for Kent to do what he did was masterful. It's that feels like the son of a big leaguer where the moment's not too big for him. And I think the moment gets really big for college players on a regular basis. And I've said this before, more college games are lost than won. And if you go back to how that pitching staff melted down prior to the Grand Slam, it felt like that was a game that was lost leading up to the Grand Slam. Now that's a lot of things that A&M can take credit for. Number one, we've talked about their on-base percentage all year and their patient approach. You got to throw me a strike. And when you do, I'm going to try to maul that thing. So you have a guy who's going well, and maybe Oregon's bullpen staff isn't as deep as it should be. They leave him in a couple batters too long. The next guy can't get it done. And then, boom, bubbles. I mean, I thought it was just magical. It was a great weekend for college baseball.
College baseball, the amateur side is, well, what we still now call amateur baseball it's just electric. It really is. It's a different animal. There's still these unbelievable storylines because you never know when something's going to happen or pop. Chris Cortez stepping out of nowhere and giving you so much length and picking up a victory. Guys making plays in the outfield. Somebody goes down. Caden Kent stuffs up. Those storylines, you don't get those on a daily basis in professional baseball. In college baseball, you do. And I think it's just so much fun. I'm so thankful to having been a part of it and so grateful for everybody and really the hospitality that we witnessed in College Station at Bluebell Park this weekend was just awesome. I told a buddy of mine, hey man, if they ever need anybody to work full time in College Station, sign me up. We'd go back to Texas in a heartbeat. That's how much fun it was. I even texted Schloss. I said, and because I know he's got a lot of juice, I just said, hey man, love what you're doing with the program, just in case. It's kind of a wink, wink, but it's good stuff going on down there. It's exciting. Plus whatever the funds that they're going to put towards the facility, that they're going to make it even bigger, better, badder. I think it's awesome, and that place is going to be the standard for college baseball.
Nick, this is the final time you get to talk on the Rewind for a few days, buddy. Tell the people
man.
something, anything. What do you want? What do you want the people to think about?
Here, Carson told me, SEC. Actually, I don't know if you know this, David. SEC 2025 schedule, I think, is going to be out today, so keep it posted on TexAgs for all that info. But Carson was telling me he thinks the Tarleton Texans are going to come into Kyle Field in 2025 and upset the Aggies. So
He's a liar.
That's
He's
pretty
a
wild.
liar.
So just thought I'd throw that out there.
You know what? We don't hire people to be homers at TexAgs. If that's what he really thinks, he can put his name on the dotted line and let the people know how he really feels. He may not ever be able to get a free drink or food in College Station, but he can have opinions, Nick.
He's a liar. Don't listen to a word Nick Savage says.
Well, why don't you tell the people what to do?
Like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you another time. It's TexAgs Rewind.